Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I'm a bit low, am I? Let me put it up here a little bit. Welcome to the stream. I'm Shane. Thank you for joining us today. It is Friday. It is 8 o'clock here in Eastern Standard Time at the moment. But thank you for joining us. Today we have a new subject matter, as we always do. I'm very excited to get into this today. Now, the story of this week's I will tell you in a second. But I'm just going to give a little bit of a rundown on, if you haven't been here before, we'll tell you all about what we do here at JR Art Lab. You can visit our website at www.jrartlab.com and find out a little bit more about what we do. I'm just going to turn that music down a touch. Do let me know in the chat if you find the music is louder than me or if it's causing a problem for you. Please let me know. I do need to keep that an even distance away from me because it modifies, I believe. Okay, so we are doing a sketch club this week, and as we do every week, and this is free, but if you would like to learn more about digital art in any area, we can do digital painting, graphic design, video, filmmaking, photography, podcasting, 3D graphics, 3D sculpting and 3D box modeling. If you would like to learn a little bit more about any of those topics, let us know. My email will be on the next screen, and you can also catch us through any of the social medias underneath JR Art Lab. Okay, so for today's session, we are doing these beautiful flowers that I happen to have here. My friend was growing them in her garden. Thank you, Valerie, for these. And I will take one out. Now they have these cool little windows. They were a flower, I believe, and then they turn into these seed pods. Let me get this out nice and carefully, or I'm going to end up with the seed pods all over my laptop, my computer. So here they are, and you can see them in the reference board. So they dry out, and they get these little windows in the top. And they act like a little shaker, and when the wind blows, the seeds come flying out. And that, if you have had poppy seed cake or poppy seed bread, you can see we have some in the bottom there. Now we're going to try and plant some and grow some. They're very beautiful flowers. They had, I think they were bright red, but very, very pretty, very pretty. Okay, so that is our topic for today. And I just realized that we did do flowers last week, so we better not do flowers next week. If you would like to request a topic, you can always send us in a request. You can request underneath our Facebook or YouTube, and we will see that. Or you can send us an email, or what else could you do? Email or message us through any of those social media links and let us know what you would like us to draw. Now I'm drawing in Realistic Paint Studio today, which is probably the most realistic. Thank you for liking the stream or joining the stream. I cannot see who was that. Let me see here. We'll go to the monitor. Thank you very much for joining us today. Realistic Paint Studio. You can paint in your sketchbook. You can sketch with a pencil in your sketchbook. You can use color, watercolor, whatever you like. Digital or traditional is okay with us. We like both. So we will have a little bit of a look through our reference collection. Now, if you haven't been here before, we always provide you with a link to our reference board that has all those in there, and we will go through those and we'll pick our favorites and then do something interesting from those. Okay, so let's flip you guys over here. Oh, no, not resize window. Not resize window. Lost chat. Lost the chat there. Okay, now if you do want to join the chat is on Twitch. You can look us up under Stained Mucus is my silly man name. So you can find twitch.tv and Stained Mucus. Okay, so I'm going to flick you over to our other screen. Bye. Okay, so here we are, and this is Mural. If you haven't used Mural before, it's pretty cool. Check it out. app.mural.co. Not sponsored, just something we find very helpful. So we just search up images and collect them directly inside here, so you don't have to, but you can cut and paste from Google or anywhere on the web. So you can cut and paste in here and build out nice little reference boards and keep these around. A little bit like Pinterest, a little bit like collecting photos in a folder, but kind of somewhere in the middle. Okay, so this is the poppy flower that it comes from. Look at those. We might have to... Can we do both? Can we do both? I'm not sure. Okay, let's put that purple one. You all know I'm a bit partial to a bit of purple. So let's put the bit of purple over the side. These are green versions of our little seed pods. Here I've got some photo reference. They are green and they dry to a brown. So let's put... Oh, we're already putting a lot over there. Look at that. Okay, that looks cool. Now, I kind of collect these without going too in detail about what... like without zooming in. I just look at them as little thumbnails for ideas for compositions, ideas for color palettes, also to educate myself a little bit about maybe a little bit of the flower's anatomy. There's a kind of in-between one. That's pretty interesting. Let's put that one over there. Oh, what else have we got here? Oh, that watercolor one's pretty. We were talking about this. We were going to have a go at the watercolors. Realistic Paint Studio has various drawing tool modes, and one of them is watercolor. So if you like watercolor, check out Realistic Paint Studio. You'll see it a bit in a minute, but the interface is different for watercolor. The palette is like a box, like watercolor box set, but it works. I think to me it works the most like traditional painting out of any digital app I've played with, unless you get like special brushes inside Affinity or Photoshop or Procreate. There's one with a broken open pod. Very interesting. I do like that composition. Okay, I like that. Very botanical art style. I do like a bit of botanical art. That's a nice green one. Now we're going to have to make some decisions here. Are we going to go green or are we going to go brown? Look at this one here. Oh, that is cool. It's got a bit of like illumination. What about this one? That's a painting too. Nice shadows there. Okay, so we'll just scan back through and see if there's anything we are going to be really upset if we didn't put it in. And so we're just culling. We're just culling down. Look, those ones are blue. I think that might be a little bit of photo manipulation. I don't know if there's blue ones. I didn't see a lot of blue ones when I was researching, but maybe there is. I don't know. Yeah, so here's the flower, and I think we're going to have to try and add in a bit of flower. There's some brown ones. We can't have... I don't think we can do brown and green and flower, because I don't think they would have all of those different options on the plant at the same time. I think they'd probably, you know, bloom, and then the blooms would die off, and then they would pod. Don't quote me on this one. Sometimes I bring up a little bit of a video or what is that called? Wikipedia, to have a little bit of a look at our subject matter in a bit more detail. Now, I don't seem to have a lot of flowers. Let's put another flower or two over here. We can always come back and get some if we need them. But yeah, I did really kind of want to focus on the pods because they're just so pretty. Yeah, and they grow these really long stems and they just blow in the wind. And then they shake out all the little things. There's one that has like a pod. You can see now, there's the leaf of the flower that hasn't dropped. And when like probably straight after it drops, it's still green. And they're closed. The little doors at the top are closed where the seeds are kept. And you can see I guess these look like over time that sort of wall around the edge decays. That's pretty special though. I really like those colors. So now comes the difficult part. Once we've culled down, what do we want to do? Now, we sometimes do multiple things in the same session. So let's see. I don't know if we will, because we're using the oil painting thing, and it kind of has a nice little... Okay. A little bit of thinking, Yeah, there's an open pod, so you can see... Oh, they look very thick. I'm not... Maybe that's just very late that they break down like that. You can see those ones are quite see-through. There's like sunlight bouncing around in there. That's pretty cool. All right, just check the chat here if there's anybody saying anything. I think I want to go something like this one and this. And with the red, so we'll move this one up there. And do we have an open red? We did have an open red there. Okay, we'll put that there for reference. Okay, so let's see what we get. I don't know what we're doing. Last week worked out well. I was happy with the result from last week. So sometimes it doesn't work out, and that's okay too. You know, we're very experimental here, and sometimes I'm still kind of getting used to this software. Like, I've used a lot of different software, from Photoshop to Affinity Photo to SketchClub, Sketchbook Pro, Procreate. Now I'm using a lot of Clip Studio. I can't abide things that have a monthly subscription fee. It's just killing us. I'm sure you out there would prefer not to have a monthly subscription. Reset all colors in palette. Okay, now let's just flick this to brush size, and we'll have just a little check on which one's my space bar. That one there. So if I push that, do you move? Oh, there's a zoom. It's just zooming in though. That's not cool. What? There we go. So it's going to give me a zoom, but I need a space bar to move it around. Does any of them become a hand? Eyedropper, something. No. Okay. Whew. Okay, so this is Clip Studio. Oh, sorry, this is Realistic Paint Studio. And is my touch turned off? Yeah, I can usually zoom without touching. Okay, now I did want to play with this a bit more. I'm still getting used to this palette, so what sort of a background do we want to do? Let's do some greens. Actually, we've got this turned on, so this will pick that up, and then we can turn that off. We can put down a bit of that green, and then let's get that and pick up a bit of this white. And put a bit of that in there. Put this in there. And let's try and give it a bit of a blend here. Okay, and then we also have this up here. Alright, so background, we're going to do a bit of green. Okay, that looks good. Let's take some of that and let's get a big brush. I need to spend a bit of time playing with just that color mixer, because it's got an eyedropper here which selects the color from the actual palette. So if I do this and I sample like there, like that, when I paint here, it's gonna have that mix of colors, and then I can smudge them together. Now, I don't know any other software that does that. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong in the chat. If you can sample, I suppose maybe Photoshop with a little bit of what is that called? The paintbrush that's the regular kind of paintbrush, the special painting paintbrush. We're just going to give ourselves a little bit of background. Let's go a bit darker. Okay, let's try our fan. Let's try this one. All right. I'm just kind of playing at the moment, just kind of warming up. I haven't done any drawing today. It is hot as hell here at the moment. Like crazy hot. It feels like 40 degrees, but I think I've become, if you didn't notice, I am originally from Australia. I still have my Australian accent, but I live in Canada. And I think I have become acclimatized more to the cold now. So when we get days, like I believe that the temperature is like low 30s. But because we get down to minus 40 here where I live, I just, you know, my personal body range moved down the spectrum of coolness and hotness. So now I feel when it's like hot, I'm like, whoa, can you be bigger? Yeah. I do have the slider on, don't I? Yes, I do. I'm just kind of putting a little bit of a wash down just to see what jumps out at me. Nothing is jumping out at me yet, so let's just keep pushing the paint around and see if we get something starts to talk to us. Oh, maybe something started talking to me there. Okay, let's try. That is not the color I chose. That's better. Interesting, look at that. I've got green and red on the same brush tip. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. Ooh. That's what I just love about this thing. Now, am I ever going to be able to get that again? Probably not. That is very realistic. Once you have that brush loaded up with your chosen delicious, you may not get it again just the way it was. Okay, let's do this little one. Let's try. Thank you. Okay, let's try some palette knife madness. And I do really like this. One thing that it does is it really picks up like the angle of your dangle. Oh. I'm still working that out, actually. I believe when you change brushes, it seems to sometimes it will not inherit the color of the choice. Like if I pick red now and then I switch brushes like here, I'll see. Let's see if it does it. So I do a scribble here with green, and then I switch to this other brush, and it might not. Yeah, see, it's red. So it remembers the brush that you had, like a real paintbrush would, if you didn't rinse it out. Oh. But we have undo, so we can be very happy about undoing. Now, I didn't see anything in here with foliage. Poppy foliage. Did we have something over here with some foliage? Okay, here we go. Let's take that one. Okay, we're gonna have to switch to mousy to resize that. Okay, that's nice, that's nice. Mouse. Oh, mousy. Ooh, I kind of like that top there. Let's get a bluish, greenish, grayish. A bit grayer, I think. Alright, we're about halfway. It is 8:30. I hope your sketch is going well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yo. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that correct? Let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 10 on that one. About 10. Let's say 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That brush isn't helping me very much. Let's see. I feel like I didn't remember this bit being here, but let's see what we're gonna do with it. Okay. Okay, this is looking okay. It's moving along. We didn't end up focusing very much on the pods. Kind of went a little bit different direction. But I think we can there's the pod with the very clear shapes. Okay. Oh, danger, danger. Okay. got about 10 minutes to go. Let's see if we can get a bit more detail on some of these little pods. Oh, I don't know how we got red in there. Oh, where's my button? Where's my selector? Okay, I'm rushing. I'm rushing now. What have we got? 8 minutes to go. Okay, that's a good color. Oh, careful. Alright. Now what do we want to spend our last 5 minutes on? Okay, I think I know. We're going to put in some lovely Alright, now... Oh, we've still got 5 minutes. That was funny. I thought I had a bit less. Okay, let's go here. Let's have a little zoom out and see. Alright, I think let's try. This could be wrong. This could be wrong. Okay. A little bit of... We've got about 2 minutes to go. Alright. There's a little bit of blendy wendy in here. Well, we got some flowers. We got some pods. We didn't end up doing any brown pods, but we did some nice green pods. And we got some beautiful flowers. And I think maybe just as a last bit, let's get a little bit more random foliage going on here. Alright, and I think we will call that done for today. Okay, let's have a look. Full screen. And with our centered artwork. And we will get rid of the stuff. So here is what we made today. Our poppy inspired artwork. It was pretty fun. I think I could just keep playing around here for a while, but we do give ourselves a time limit. We studied a new subject matter. I hope you had fun, and if you again would like to join our JR Art Lab and develop your digital art skills, you can get in contact with us. My email is there above my head, and our website is that way, over that way. Alright, thank you everybody, and if you would like to request a topic, we will be taking requests. So if you would like to suggest something for us to paint next week, or maybe you want to suggest an app that you use. I just love this app. I just really love it. Look at it, that you've got that canvas texture, you've got that wet paint kind of feeling mixing in there, just magical. And you've also got the cool canvas stand, the easel. My brain wouldn't give me the word there, but anyway, thank you very much, and I will see you next week. Bye everybody.